For the past month, I've been very observant in the way things in media and real life are. And I've noticed that the guys that have the most inspirations from media tend to have a faster pace in their growth. But the problem with it is that it doesn't last. While the guys that have their inspiration from real life tend to have lesser motivation initially, but they stay for the longer run. Now, what I'm trying to say is that this self improvement space that we get motivated from people like David Goggins and watch these motivational clips online. They will get inspiration to work on something and they will take the first step. The few actually take the first step and they actually try to implement whatever ideas comes into their head and they work on something. Then they have a purpose, they have something to work towards. But over time, it starts dying off and dying off. Their purpose shifts and it changes. Their mission now changes. They told themselves it's a long term mission, but yet they don't stick to it. Instead, they follow what they see in the outside world and then they mix with that. They mix their internet purpose, what they saw on the internet, with what they are seeing in real life. Now, if you don't get what I'm trying to say, let me just try to rephrase it in another way that's more understandable and clear. If you get your motivation from the internet, from people, or from advisors online, you are less likely to remain motivated for the long run. But if you keep reminding yourself constantly from things in real life, for instance, you get motivated by people around you. You stay in a environment where everybody are ambitious, where everybody are like real men. You'll be more motivated and you'll be more influenced to become like them because your motivation is living around you and not in the phone. So, what I'm trying to say here is that your goals are going to change from time, your missions are going to change from time. But the best thing to do is to know the ones that you can do for the long term. I've noticed that most young guys at our teens, teenagers like me, we usually get the motivation. That's 5 a.m. club, whatever. That's 3 a.m. motivation to just wake up and start working and grind. Yeah, we do these things. It's still part of us. It's good. It's very, very good about doing that. But the downside is that the next day we'll say, okay, probably we deserve a day off. Or try to give ourselves day off, try to give ourselves rest days. The problem with this is that we are forcing our brain to work on something that we believe in, but our brain doesn't believe in us. Our body believes that, okay, our mind rather believes that, okay, we can achieve this thing in the long term. But here's the thing, that discipline to wait or that discipline to keep working in the long term is very, very rare that you're just going to keep it in your head. For instance, here's a perfect example. Me, when I was more into the internet, when I was consuming more content in the internet, more of motivational clips, because I still use the internet, definitely. When I was watching more of the David Goggins, this motivational stuff, not only there are others, but David Goggins is the best example I use. I was more motivated and disciplined, fitness wise. I was more disciplined working on myself, my fitness and everything. I was just more inclined into fitness. But the moment I stopped using social media, I don't know, the motivation in me just died a bit. And I dived more, or I dive more into the financial space. When I didn't use the internet for long, when I like left the internet without those motivations and everything, I saw myself finding more interest in the financial aspect of life. But yet I still do the fitness or whatever. But for me, I don't know. I just believe that in the fitness part, I'm in a good level. So I just need to maintain it and maintain it. Then time to time, I'll try to upgrade myself in this part or in these areas, in the fitness areas. But I feel okay, I'm ready and I'm open to learn more things and I'm thinking of diving more into the financial market or whatever, and learning more stuff from them, learning more, gaining more understanding from them. So I'm going to find the gurus there that are going to motivate me. But the thing is that I'm not just going to be getting, I'm not going to be getting my motivations from online anymore. I'm going to be like moving outside in the physical world, learning from people that are real, that I can actually see with my own two eyes, I can speak to. Not the ones that are just going to talk to me and I can't talk to them back. That's not how it works. That's not motivation. That's not how the motivation sticks with us. So I think the best thing to do as a young ambitious guy, this is just real to real now. Your motivation shouldn't be from the internet always. Some should be from the internet, but most of them should be from your circle. If your circle cannot motivate you, leave that circle and find a place where you feel you don't belong, a place where you feel, okay, these people are higher than me. It's not possible I can get that. That's the place you should try. That's the place you should be trying to get into, not the one you're just gonna be there dominating. Yeah, it's good you dominate your inner circle, but if it's not a motivation for you to keep walking and going up, then you shouldn't be in that circle. The circle is going to just keep you at one level. You're not going to be moving. While the others around you are feeling motivated by you being at the top, seeing you dominating, they will want to walk to your level. Once they get it, they're going to move. So it's best you move out of that level. Find a place where you know that, okay, competition is very, very fierce and I need to work hard. It's this kind of places that's going to make you or keep you actually motivated in real life. If you're too dominant, bro, you're going to fall and others are going to get to your level. So you find a new place or you find a new circle where you become you have to work harder again to become the alpha that you want to be, the giga shard that you want to be. So change your circle too. That one's another source of motivation. That's another source of inspiration for you to want to work as a young man that want to become a great. You want to make your name big. You know what's funny, Seth? These internet motivations that I'm seeing and inspirations, this guy speaking, most of the young guys, they don't change. And I know that this thing is subjective. It's you that's going to choose whether you want to change or not. You're the one controlling yourself and nobody else. That's true. But why is it that the majority are listening to these guys, but yet there is no change? Everybody, if a guy changes, either he change for the better and eventually becomes worse, he overdoes it or he overdo it. It becomes an overdose because we need this moderation in the space of these in the masculine space. We need something like healthy masculine. What am I saying?